Oh, Naricon, thank you for popping in. You'll have to let me know if I'm too loud or if the music's too loud. It's been a while since I've played this game, so I had to adjust things again. But hello everybody, my name is Shara and welcome to the stream. It's time to play some more PowerWash Simulator 2. So we were 72% through the roller disco the last time we played, so let's go ahead and finish that one up. If I remember correctly, I tried to get the more irritating parts of that level out of the way last time. Okay. I do very thoroughly enjoy the aesthetic of this place. But okay, so let's see. I suppose we might as well get started on the wall again. Uh-oh. But I hope you're having a good day. I just got out of work, and it was the first day in 3 or 4 weeks where I was able to actually do the duty that is supposed to be my primary duty, which is emails, instead of taking calls. And it felt like a balm to my soul. I'm gonna savor that singular shift because it's not gonna happen again for probably until the end of the summer. Oh dear. Well, let's get the wall first, and then we'll do up there. Is it actually? No, that's not. That's just a weird shadow spot. That's not even actual dirt. That's strange. Easer, hello my dear. Thank you for popping in. Yeah. I didn't want to change up my stream days, but I think this will work a lot better for me than trying to stream on Fridays and whatnot. So we'll see how it goes. But I hope everyone's having a good day. You'll have to let me know if the volume is off at all between the music, the game, and me, because obviously I can't hear myself, and I didn't really have time to test. Basketball team won, so it was a good day. I'm glad. I guess I will fully admit that even after years of trying to make heads or tails of it, I still don't understand most sports. The only game I kind of understand is hockey, And that's because I grew up right next to the Canadian border, so learning a little bit about hockey was a defense mechanism. We are in a roller disco. We're cleaning up after this very interesting food fight. But yeah, so last session we stopped like 75% in, or 72% in, so we're just finishing it up now. It's a... yeah! I just, for whatever reason, my brain just doesn't retain sports ball rules. But that's not unique to sports. I guess it's just my form of neurodivergence. My brain, unless I'm using the same skills and doing something with the same rules every day, I do not retain those rules. For example, I have to be retaught card games, almost anything more complicated than Go Fish. I had to relearn those card games every time I play it, if it's been more than like a day or two. So, like, yay, they caught the ball. Well, in some sports, that's a bad thing. No touchy ball with hand. To be fair, a lot of card games are stupid. That is true. That is true. I will probably struggle to understand poker and other similar games for my whole life. Now, if I'm taught something, if I'm sat down and taught something, I'll be able to be decent at it. But then, like, again, if I go more than a day without playing the same game again, I'll forget the rules. And same things with sports. If someone explains it to me, I will understand it for the duration of whatever day I am experiencing sports. And yet, I don't forget mechanics in video games and a lot of other stuff. I have no idea. My brain is an enigma. I do not understand chess. I can't even begin to understand chess. And it's also not something I was ever taught growing up. Checkers, yes. Chess, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if my dad ever learned it, and Mom definitely didn't, so they never taught me. My brother, I think, learned. Like, I know what the pieces of chess look like, and I know that some of them are more important than others, and they can only move in certain shapes. But that's about the extent of my knowledge. It looks like, okay, so I'm assuming this is all like mustard and ketchup and stuff. What did y'all do? The person who hired me for this job is like sending texts talking about what happened to this place too. One of the players on the team is a big Pokemon fan, so during his intro it plays the Gen 1 battle music. In a sports game? Players have introductions? I thought that was just for, like, wrestling. That's neat. Oh man. That abruptly made me realize, okay, how many of you played or watched somebody play Rumble Roses for the PlayStation 2? Because, no, they have little I had no idea. That's fascinating. But yeah, so Rumble Roses was basically the semi-American version. It wasn't made in the US, but it was more Americanized. It was like another version of Dead or Alive, except about wrestling. And it was extremely... It was for dudes. It was for dudes who liked watching sexy stuff. Of course, me and my buddy didn't know that when we were kids. My best friend's dad had a PlayStation 2 and had Rumble Roses because sexy ladies. Oh man, it has some of the funniest and weirdest lore ever. It's so like there's mud wrestling, everybody's clothes are extremely like revealing. Every wrestler character has a sort of shallow backstory with an outfit that is clearly meant to appeal to one or more fetishes. It's just, look it up sometime. Rumble Roses. It's really funny. The reason this made me think of introductions is that every character had their own couple of intros in that game. Like actual wrestlers. I was terrible at that game though. I had borrowed it because, you know, baby Aish Shara did not understand that it was supposed to just be a shallow, stupid, sexy game, but really, really badly wanted to get through the story mode to learn more about the characters. I had a small amount of success with it, but had to look up a lot of the lore later on because I'm just not good at wrestling games. And it was so over the top. Looking back on it now as an adult, I'm like, wow, all of those disturbing moaning noises that the characters are making, that's, yeah, that's professional wrestling for you. And the thing is, where I currently live, sports is huge, so there's, you know, people running around, foreigners from out of town, not foreigners, there's just folks from out of town coming in to watch the games. And, boy, you can really tell, and I can't begrudge them getting confused on the train. I got confused on the train when I first moved down here. It was nightmarish, I hated it. But it's more the etiquette part of it that pisses me off, because you've got, like, a lot of the people who come in to watch the games are nice and quiet, and, like, not necessarily quiet, but, like, they do their best to sort of just stick together, and the most they do is ask for directions. But then you've got, like, some of the folks who don't care that they're drinking a lot and being loud and stuff in public. It's them that I really don't like. But I suppose that's true for anytime you've got tourists running around. For some reason this is making me think of balls for the SNES. It's the aesthetics. It's intentionally 80s aesthetics. Thor Clifford. Anyone know who fronted the cash? Maybe Bucketon? His latest track's called Roll on My Bread. Cryptic clue? I suppose we might as well do these. Nah, feels more like of a gnome-y move. You remember when they sprayed clues to a buried treasure all around town? That's obviously the Banksy in this universe. Yeah, and it turned out to be a spice rack. Hey, that's a treasure, especially if it's actually got spices. Come on, you know this is all straight out of DeMarcus Aurelius's playbook, right? Could be. I hear they've been single-handedly keeping the university running for years now. Ooh, a good friend of mine actually, my buddy Star sent me a bunch of ideas, like relatively cozy or interesting cleaning games to maybe play. So I might start incorporating this into my lineup. Every universe needs a Banksy, yeah, clearly. Didn't Banksy get doxxed? I seem to remember something about that. Because the whole thing was Banksy was supposed to be anonymous, more or less. Yeah, this definitely looks like crusted on like ketchup and stuff. Yee hee. Ding ding ding. Okay, what are these? Soda cups. This is such a cute space though. It's incredibly bright though. So when my buddy Puck came to visit when I was in college, I took him to a diner that was relatively close to the airport, and it was like a legit like 50s style diner. And it obviously wasn't as bright as this because it's not the same aesthetic, but I just am like remembering what it felt like to eat there and sort of wondering what it would be like to eat here, and not too different. Though of course that again was a 50s style diner and not a roller derby. A roller disco, even. I do find it very interesting that, I don't know, it's interesting to me that we somehow managed to, that the 50s diner aesthetic is still so ubiquitous that folks still really like it. And I enjoy it too, and I just sort of wonder why, because it's not just the nostalgia. I guess there's just something in it that tickles our fancy. Can I read the thingies? It just says lime, water. Call the orange, lemon, lime water. Okay, are we done with all of this? Now we are, I think. Okay. So, noodles. I want that retro cafe from Back to the Future too. Yeah, no, that would be rad as hell. Alright, buddy. I'm relocating you. Man the... Oh. No, come back! No, Can I not set him back upright? Well, take a nap on the cups for now, sir. So I visited Vegas all of once. I think I mentioned that. And I didn't actually gamble in any significant way because, you know, I'm not rich like that, and also I'm too anxious for that, and I don't really understand how to play the games. But I was visiting an old friend, and we did a walkthrough of some of the casinos, and it was cool to see the decor, honestly. And the most gambling I did was like nickel games or quarter games. And that was pretty much just when we were chatting at the bars, because they're built into the tables. Anyway, one of the places we visited was a type of diner that was very committed to the bit for the 50s theme. Like everything you can think of, from the floor, like the checker floors, to like the red leather booths, to the ice cream. They actually had like an ice cream and soda fountain and stuff. It was neat. Overpriced, but neat. You know, I haven't seen the Back to the Future movies since probably college, because I'm pretty sure that was, I only took a couple of film classes as an elective, but I'm pretty sure we discussed them, like the tropes in it wasn't even a class about those movies. It was a class about tropes. And the part about Back to the Future 3 with the Western stuff was included as a discussion of and parody of the tropes of Westerns as a genre. That was a really enjoyable class. I wish I had taken better notes. Maybe! That would be a lot of fun. Oh, another thing I would like to watch in the cafe if I can find it, and I'm sure I could. Riku found a physical copy of it at the thrift store he works at. Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer. So the movie for Rainbow Bright. The one that I grew up watching. I'd really like to watch that, as well as Speed Racer. And, a few other things, too. One of these days I'll set up I can set up a watch party in the cafe if I wanted. So it's just a matter of, like, setting aside the time. That works well for the most folks. And you and I still have to finish, or keep watching Redwall, too. And then I've got to watch Pokemon the Movie 2000 with Vinny. I did promise him I would do that. Not that that's a hardship, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. No worries. Oh no, I was just babbling about a couple movies that I would like to see. Speed Racer, Rainbow Bright, and the Star Stealer. Couple others. Oh, another one I cannot remember. I cannot forget to do a watch party for this. It was the name of the movie was a pun. Was it Theodore Rex? The movie with the T-Rex detective? With Whoopi Goldberg? It was... I don't know why, but we happened to have that movie on tape. And I was just so fond of it. No, oh man, it was It was so bad. It was so bad, my dude. But I grew up with it, so I love it. I'm just so terribly fond of it, and the kind of, I will say, like, most of it was all practical effects. The dino suits and whatnot. So like, I think they hold up. Like, they're obviously janky. Let's be real, they were a little janky even for the time. But they're pretty decent. Like, they're not bad, especially with the movie as low budget as that one was. I do know Whoopi Goldberg, like, it's like her #1 movie that she hated being in, and I'm really sad about that because I loved her character. So yeah, definitely that is on the to watch list. Let's see what other, while we're in this 50s and 80s and 70s themed disco place, what other movies from the 80s would you like to watch again sometime? Those are the big ones. And oh man. I never asked, I should ask Bridget if she ever watched Theodore Rex. Monkey Bone is not one I'm familiar with. Earth Girls. See, I'd heard of that, but I'd never seen it. My dad hated a lot of 80s movies that weren't either horror or action, so we never watched a lot of them growing up. So I think I've got a lot of catching up to do. Monkey Bone stars Brendan Fraser. Aw, baby Brendan! Ooh, I will say another movie to put on the to-watch list for a rewatch, George of the Jungle. Speaking of Brendan Fraser. Okay, I think that's me done with that space. Am I done with the lobby? I am not. Okay. Which ye all be dirty? Over here. Oh, it's this, is it? Or partially. Oh. I forgot about the rails. Let's see, what else? Okay, but where? Ah! Excuse me, what part of you? What part of you is dirty? Oh. Disco! Okay. I am grateful for past me. Past Shara did a good job getting rid of all the up high stuff so I could just have fun this time. Thank you, past Shara. Okay, so luckily... Okay, that tracks. I was trying to see how much of a lip there was on these, and the answer is not much at all, so that's good. Less space for dirt to gather in. It's shocking how much brighter it is. I mean, I guess it shouldn't be, but when the black was all on the walls and on the ceiling and everything, it made the room feel so much darker. Well, I hope it helps you sleep, Acer. Goodness knows, I don't usually do it but sometimes I do put on stuff to try to sleep. Oh, that's a coaster. That's so cute. Can I go? Nope, not really. Oh, right. This is all one big part. It's not... Okay. The dirt over here looks more like milkshakes, maybe? For it to be that color? Ah, there we go. Ooh, this stuff is really stuck on. I bet that's soda. Are you blue? Yeah, it is blue. Okay. Well, no, actually. Wait, what? That's blue, whatever that is. Yeah, on top of the black dirt. I don't know. One of those moments where, I really wish that the game had the the dirt identifying thing it did in the old game. Oops. Ooh, good point. Those are probably slushies or something. Milkshakes and slushies. And there is that drink stand right out in the lobby, so yeah. We had a itty-bitty bowling alley in my hometown. I don't know if it's still in business, but it was cool. Sure, obviously the aesthetics in it were nothing like this, but I guess it just reminds me of it a little bit. You know, when I was younger and I was playing like Grand Theft Auto Vice City, I definitely didn't understand that, because like again, some of this is some of the same aesthetic, the vaporwave type thing that was so common in the 80s. I definitely didn't realize that Vice City was based in the 80s. Or at least that's what it looked like. It had some of the same aesthetic. And of course, Vaporwave is not complete without this sunset type thing, or something with the sunset colors. I'll come back to you. That was a splash. I think that was a splash from, yeah, the milkshakes or whatever. me... Apologies, I know I'm a little all over the place. After I do the full base game for this, then I'll dip into the Adventure Zone DLC. And honestly, by the time I finish the base game for this, at least on stream specifically, we're gonna be... the Star Wars DLC might be out. Which you can bet your butt I'm excited for that. Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be a Star Wars DLC. It's gonna be specifically based in the original trilogy. Which is probably still my favorite. I do also like the prequel trilogy more than most people, just because of the lore and world building that comes out of it. I do think it's genuinely quite a lot better than folks give it credit for. And a lot of my extended universe, my favorite extended universe media, comes out from around the same time. Like the Star Wars animated show. Or Clone Wars, rather. I'll save more of my Star Wars special interesting for when the DLC actually comes out. I will try to restrain myself until then. I make no promises. Even though Kit had invited me to get on his stream on the 4th just to babble about Star Wars, I still feel a little bit embarrassed about it, but then again, he knows when he invites me on like that, he knows what he's getting himself in for, so I shouldn't feel bad. I do it with DC Universe too. Robin, yes, my boyo. Oh my goodness, one of my buddies recently had a little baby bean and named her Robin for a lot of different reasons. So I'm actually shocked that no one else came up with the nickname first, but as a joke I called Robin the Egglet, our little egglet, or my buddy's little egglet, and the nickname stuck. I feel weirdly proud about that. swear, that baby's the cutest thing, too. She's just such a smiley little bean so much of the time. I don't want a bean of my own. I don't want an egglet of my own because, one, I think I'm almost at the point where I'm too old anyway. Actually, I'm pretty sure by this point I am. But even if I didn't, I don't know. I like watching the baby beans. I like learning about them, but I do not want one of my own. And that's okay. I was saying in my chat, I commented that a lot of my special interests are stereotypically masculine, like Star Wars, and like DC and Marvel comics. Like, a lot of those interests are things that, you know, are, when you hear about those things, you think of teen boys, or at least you used to think of teen boys. Nowadays, it's a little bit different, what with the MCU and whatnot. But anyway, they're such stereotypical teen boy, like, special interests. And yet, I do enjoy them in a very feminine way. Meaning, like, fan creations, fanfic, fan art, like fan comics and whatnot. And like lore discussions and all sorts of things. It's just amusing to me. Oh, it stops does it stop the floor too? No, the floor goes regardless. Neat. There we go. Look at this little guy! Or it's part of a little guy. Retro wave future. If I remember correctly, this was the petting zoo, or part of it, or something, or they were keeping some it. No, this was a rescue, wasn't it? Because they were using this building for a lot of different things, and then got kicked out, and now this place has been purchased again, so it can be reopened, and like, I think some of the people that were here were relocated elsewhere? Like, to, like, their own space. Or is it that this place is restarting? You know what? I genuinely don't remember. Either way, this is a photo booth. Okay, what did I... Oh. This somewhere is dirty? Okay. Where, though? Okay. And then diamonds, hearts. It is something of a shame to have to get rid of the graffiti, but oh well. I've got an ad coming up, my dears, and I also hear my roommates talking outside. Nothing bad, but I just hear them. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and run that ad and talk to them, and I will be right back with you in 3 minutes. Here I go. Alrighty, I return. Let's finish this up, shall we? Good question. Are you the same? Nope. Y'all are different pieces. yes, the chairs. Are these the last things? The speakers? Probably not. I assume there are a few different spots of this mounted speaker, but that doesn't appear to be the case. This stuff really is so nicely modeled. Like, that's something I appreciate about most of these levels, is that, like, I mean, they didn't necessarily have to go this hard with all these little details, but they did. And it's impressive. I mean, some of it is a little simplistic. Like, obviously, I think a real... Then again, actually, what am I talking about? This is stylized, and it's still heavily detailed. It is meant to look blocky and plastic and smooth. That is just 80s aesthetic. Where did I... Okay, so it's just that panel? Oh, it's just that panel. I was looking too high, or too low, rather. Oh, those are their own bits. The thingies actually... Yeah. DJ booth panel. Okay. Well, it turns out we didn't have too many missed pieces. And they're all right in the same spot. That's always nice when that happens. Masterful flow. I feel like a kid again. I can't wait to get the wheels rolling for a new generation. It's exactly what this town needs. Ooh, I think I'm gonna be topped out in that currency again. Can I use it on... Yeah, let's just buy a bunch of random things, and then I'll read the descriptions and whatnot when it comes time to clean them, which I'll do on stream. Tractor. Animal. Welcome back. I'm afraid you can add another ridiculous misadventure to the list. We were all really excited about opening the farm shop after the incredible job you'd done on the outside. But while we were cleaning out the inside, I suddenly remembered the colossal bee's nest up in the rafters. So I put on my astronaut onesie and took it upon myself to relocate it. Well, you can see how that went. Yeah. So we've got... Okay, so we've definitely got a bunch of dirt and mud. And then this... which I assume is honey. I gotta admit, out of all the harebrained schemes I've had, carrying a live bee's nest by the tractor is up there with the best of them. Yeah, that's not something that would occur to me. Where's the last piece of dirt on this? I'll come back to it in a sec. Of course, there's always rust. So on the paint, it's not really a problem, but on the metal... Okay, yeah, that doesn't really make much of an impact. Still not done this damn rim? Or grill, rather? Oh, yeah, of course, there's stuff on the other side, should have guessed. It'd be simple. Carefully hitch the nest to the back of the tractor. Away we go. Oh, I did get the girl. Okay. Quick mosey to the hollow willow tree out on the edge of the farm. Job done. No. It is also nice that they were just relocating them to a better spot. I like that. It's very in character for this character. Can I also say how interesting it is as like a storytelling device that 90% of what... So 90%... Well, actually, the entire thing we know about our characters, about any of the characters in this, is via text message all the time. Or, in the case of the mayor and certain other people, through like news articles and stuff. You don't see the characters. And, yeah, it's like all through text messages and environmental storytelling from the levels. I think that's cool. It's a fascinatingly indirect way of world building and storytelling and plot. Okay, so it is doable. I just have to be super slow with it. When I got dropped back home at the gas station, that the one train between a town close-ish to my hometown and here, I was waiting for, I was either waiting for the bus to come, or I had just gotten dropped off by the bus. And either way, I was waiting in the parking lot, and I see a Model T Ford, or I don't know exactly what model it was, but it was from one of the earliest cars commercially released in the United States. And now I can tell that this thing is heavily modified, let's say, given the fact that it has been painted a matte black and is a little rusty and janky looking, and on some of the points on the thing there were tiny little plastic skulls, or actually they might have been glass skulls. I thought it was very funny. Either way, I guess they were bringing it to the gas station so the new buyer could pick it up. So I got to watch that interaction happen, and then the dude just sail off driving this new Model T that he's got his hands on, which is technically I don't even know if they're road legal, and just driving on a rural tiny New England town. It was so funny. As soon as I turned on the engine the hive started shaking and the whole swarm emerged. At one point there were so many bees on me, I thought we were gonna fly there. Not a single sting though, and we're already well on the way to our first batch of organic honey. I mean, so it sounds like it was a success, and that the bees were successfully relocated. It's just that this tractor is slightly worse the wear. Gino, how's your night? Happy Saturday. I can words. Crashes go-kart into wall. Ayy! Having fun there, Puppet Man? I hope you're having a good night. We are cleaning up this tractor, which is recovering from a misadventure of having been used to tow a giant beehive across a property. By the way, you know the silver monks, silent monks up the road at the temple? They've been getting very excited seeing you here at the farm, almost squeaking with delight, in fact. I'm spriting Yoshi from my SMK character pack for Ring Racers, and yeah, I basically made a joke. Oh, that'll be fun. I can't wait to see it. I've never quite gotten the handle on the hang of pixel art, so I think it's really neat. Tempted to add a taxes owned page next to him. Oh my goodness. I mean, I suppose. There we go. Because according to Fortune Street, Yoshi asks to avoid paying at the tax office because he doesn't know how taxes work. You know, that's fair, Yoshi. I can't even blame you there. But you do still need to pay taxes. So it just makes me think of Turnip Boy. What was the name of that game? Turnip Boy evades his taxes or something. I own the game and I'm pretty sure I actually beat it, but that was quite a while ago. And that's right. There's how the Yoshi commits tax fraud / tax evasion came to be. Well, it's glorious. Though, okay. So this is a genuine question for the world building of the Mushroom Kingdom and its surrounding kingdoms. Is everyone considered sapient and sentient? And if they are, whomst among them are required to pay taxes? Do you have to have a job? What are they paid in? What do they pay the taxes in? Standard money? Mushrooms? I have so many questions. It is a kingdom after all. There does need to be some kind of tax. Then again, never mind, they have the money, they have the coins. So there you are, for that. Just because something has eyes doesn't mean it's able to understand speech, let alone taxes. Yeah, it's the platonic, Harkness effect, I suppose, in that it's just because something... Okay, I don't know where my brain was going with that. I kind of lost the metaphor there. But in essence, not everything is sapient or sentient enough for that sort of critical thinking skills. Also, like, I'm sure somebody has done a video about this, but as a kingdom, Peach is technically one of the people who puts laws into effect. So, like, yeah, that means Peach gets paid through taxes. Yes, she is, and the kingdom does have a chance there too. That is true. I forgot about that. Also, you know, and all the numerous times that Peach gets kidnapped, so as queen, is she one of the primary folks making final decisions? Is this a true monarchy? If she is, who is watching out for the kingdom or acting as regent when she gets kidnapped? Does it vary depending on the canon, or does this ever get brought up? Like, does she have a second? Is there someone else assisting when she inevitably gets kidnapped for the 87th time that week? Also, there's kingdoms in the Mario world that don't even have rules and such. Metro City exists. Metro Kingdom exists is basically just New Donk City, where Pauline is mayor. True! True. I mean, it is capable for a kingdom and, like, a kingdom and cities to exist, in that, you know, even in medieval times there were mayors. It is weird! I'm sure that somebody has done a video essay on this. In fact, if they were not, I would be shocked to the core. Cypress Skolabeth. Akar Regis, it is time for you to come and clean our temple. Sun shining, tractors gleaming, and the bees are a-buzzin'. All is well with life on the farm. Thanks again, Angel. Temple interior. Yeah! It's really cool. I kinda love it. It was a thing in the first game, too. Blessings, Chosen One. It is an honor beyond measure to finally have you within the hallowed grounds of our temple. We can't wait to watch you work. Now, we actually cleaned the outside of this temple in the first game. I can't believe it. Finally, the Master of the Flow is here. I've got to level with you. This job might be quite heavy going. The temple hasn't been washed for centuries. Yeah, I can tell. If PowerWash Simulator 2 gets DLC on the Nintendo Switch, so Stu better be helping us clean. Al Delfino, oh man, that would be amazing. I mean, they did already partner with Square Enix, even if they're almost done with that. I think folks only have like 1 or 2 weeks left, and then to buy those packs for the original PowerWash Sim, and then they're just permanently gone. I think they're free right now, too. It's because I'm pretty sure their licensing stuff with Square Enix is up. Yeah, they did already collab with somebody as big as Square Enix, so... These look like leaves. Pick up what? Oh! The thing that was behind me, it seems. Oh man, though, it would be like perfect for them to do a DLC with Sunshine. That would be... It's almost necessary, honestly. Problem is that Nintendo, I don't think they would ever do it though. Like, that would necessitate... Nintendo is infamous with its protection of its copyright. I don't think they would allow that to happen without demanding, like, more control from the indie company that makes this game than they'd be willing to cede. A girl can dream. Welcome back. Pizza. I'd leftover pizza for dinner myself, actually. Yeah, this temple... They clearly don't live in here. This is clearly just a place of worship. I don't know where they live, but it cannot be here. Adding freckles to Kiyo's design was the best decision I made for her design in a while. Honestly, yes, it is. I'm a huge fan of freckles myself. That's part of why I have multiple original characters with them, including both of my Lalafels in Final Fantasy XIV. Both Keldred and Momo have freckles. I'm a huge fan. Am I gonna be able to hit all the way up there? Only one way to find out. It is! They said it probably has not been cleaned in centuries, plural. It's a me! Hello, Damien. I'm well, and I hope your day is going good. We're cleaning a really old, really gross-looking temple. I mean, it's quite nice underneath all the, centuries long buildup of gunk. You know what, today, maybe maybe it's just because, like, it was a shorter shift than I have during the rest of the week, and I actually got to do emails instead of calls. But I have a lot more energy today, so I do kind of think that the doing stuff Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday might be better. I'll stick with the schedule for a little bit and see how it goes. Hey, I should probably do the thing directly in front of me, should I not? Yeah, lazy Saturdays are fine. Monks, we haven't cleaned the temple in centuries. We've also had some of our folks fall ill in the last century or so. Shara takes one look inside, sees the temple is pitch black with dust, mud, and mold. I wonder fucking why! God, imagining all of this as black mold makes me, like, feel ill. Ugh. I think I would be speechless with rage if they said that sort of thing to me. As somebody who used to do janitor stuff in college as part of my work study. I'd hastily walk into a place covered in black mold. Yeah, you would just... God, that would be so gross. That would be so gross. Oh man, I wish that The Sims 4 hadn't turned into such an AI nonsense nightmare, because I'm suddenly reminded that so hilariously in the Sims 4 DLC where you can be a landlord, they add like new conditions, new challenges to the houses. Basically lots can have traits. Some of them are good, like, you know, breeze and nice light and stuff that can increase skill gain. Not the black mold one. It can make it's a challenge that the house can grow mold if your sim doesn't clean enough. You're quite literally allergic to penicillin, which comes with... Yeah, so's my dad. They were really worried that me and my brother were going to be too. My brother is, I'm not. I'm going to anaphylactic shock. Yeah, no, that tracks. What's the yellow? Oh, never mind. I was like, what's the orange shit? No, Shara, that's what the wood looks like, dum-dum. Here, yeah, if I can stay up here on the chandelier, I should have pretty good access to stuff up here. From a different angle. Just be thankful those places isn't covered in white. Yeah, that would be, concerning. Deeply concerning. Allergies suck, but I'm really, really grateful that I don't have anything that I'm aware of. also super grateful that, like, one of my poor roommates has to deal with, it's not, well, it is an allergy and it's not. Basically, it's an immune response where that it triggers basically the same symptoms as anaphylaxis when they go too quickly from one temperature to another. Yeah? Do I want to know? Do you know? Is my stuff okay? Yes, it is. The reason PowerWash work to effectively get rid of this level of dirt and grime is because a high enough PSI water can cut through anything. Oh yes, I know. I am aware that is only a perk. Bridget can be, Angie Bridget can be scary, yes. What? It's a special tool that we're keeping for later. It's useful for a lot of different purposes, Gino. I don't know what you mean. This whole place is so grimy. The indicator lights make it look like an old Nickelodeon game show. You're not wrong. I suppose I could put it back to orange. I had to put it to green in the previous level, or the disco tech level, or not tech, roller disco level, because everything in there was neon pink, or blue, or purple, or orange, and so neon orange did not show up very easy. Levels that are vertical like this, like to this degree, but this is also a really cool looking level, so I'll it's okay. For countless generations we've been obeying a strict vow of silence, until you showed up today, that is, and fulfilled your prophecy. Whilst the perpetual silence helped prevent petty arguments, and unfortunately left us unable to agree on a workable cleaning road. Wait, this place is dirty because you couldn't, I don't know, write amongst yourselves a schedule to clean this place? Is that what I'm getting out of that? How did that blue-ish stuff get all the way up here? pretty architecture, though. This is very interesting because a lot of this is very Norse type symbolism, and yet what we've seen of these ancient like organizations that made the stuff and the tech in this game, it's all like, well, like that giant temple in the previous game was almost inspired by a mix of like Egyptian and like Greek. And the other stuff was like just giant statues. So for this to be Norse, Norse-esque, it's interesting. I was about to start jumping around, but no, let's clean as much as we can, and then we'll start jumping around. Okay. This does track with the outside of the temple, which I remember had some of these little dragony dudes. Okay, well, let's start a little bit of jumping around. yours are a bit just clear why you don't care for vert. Yeah, they're a bit of a pain in the patoot. It's really hard to get to things. Let's see. I think I'm using the best version of the... Okay, not quite the best. This one's better, I think. I think I'm using this guy. Yeah. Extra long. There we go. Okay. Thank you, game. Instructions were clearly needed. I honestly forgot that I didn't have the longest distance thingy. Oh well. Now I do. That's a little more like it. The thing is that usually the levels with the most verticality in this game are often the lore heavy ones. Not always, but often. Okay, no, that's... There we go. This is a point at which we can switch over to cleaning from down there. Excuse me. How rude. Oh, that's a pretty heavy dirt on this guy. I must not have gotten over here. being so finicky with that, please. Game, please. Game, please, why? Okay. Are the ceilings done? Okay, it does seem like it. No, I guess I didn't come over here at all, did I? Well, no, I had, you know. Yeah, let's start from the door. Alrighty, I have an ad that is about to hit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and trigger that. And I'll be right back with you in a few minutes. Sorry about this. I'm not doing much, I'm just reading through some stuffs. Okay, none of this that requires immediate attention. Alrighty, back to game we go. This takes too long. There we go. Welcome back. Thank you for putting up with the ad. Running one of those once an hour allows us to avoid the rest of the ads. Is this all one piece? It is. So from one side to the other, this middle piece. Are you... Yep, that is also both one piece. I was not done over here. Ah, there you are. Okay, now you're good. Ah, right, this thing exists. There we go for that. Eee. Why were we obeying a vow of silence, I hear you ask? Well, you're about to discover that for yourself. I'm so excited I could pop. That's a weird way to put that. God's goodness. Thank you so much. You didn't have to, but I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good night. Alive. I know that feeling. Well, I hope you're taking care of yourself as much as possible. Okay. Okay. This place is very, very pretty, but I strongly feel also very, very impractical. There's no benches and such. Kit, that was a bad idea. That high in amount, that was a bad idea. You are not accustomed to that on a regular basis. You're such a goober. Well, get something to eat and drink as usual, as I tell folks every day. I hope everyone is having or has had supper. I heard that, yes. Now, question, is that I heard something about it, but not a ton. Is it, an official port? Or is it a fan port? I have a large bowl of spinach that I slab. See, that sounds good. I have to go grocery shopping tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I'll have to look up some recipes. Oh, it is a fan decomp. I thought so, because there's been several of those lately. For several different games, right? Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. alcove singing bowl and ring stick. Oh, I think I've heard of these. They make a really interesting sound. I'll think about it, Kit. It sounds like those would be fun. There we go. No, I don't want to go up the ladder, thank you. Is there anything? Okay, I think this is it for up here. Oh! It's Mount Rushless, I think. And this orb. The nearby volcano that we helped prevent from erupting. Okay, you need to GTFO, bud. Squizzy? Behold, the Crypt of Secrets. I wanted to rename it the Cryptic, but got overruled. No one has set foot inside it for over 700 years. A mysterious device is waiting for you down there, with messages from an old friend. How do you know that? You know nobody's been down here, they've just, passed that info down? 700s would, or 700 years would make this place older than, since this game is actually it doesn't say that it's based in the US. I was making an assumption, wasn't I, that this was in Oregon or Washington State. I was going to say that a temple that is a temple that is clearly European inspired, being on a continent where human existence has been for thousands of years, but European humanity has only been for like 300, 400. It's interesting. There we are. Okay, so that trim is its own item. Hello, old friend. Your time-traveling pal, Cerulean Sky here. Remember when we neutralized Mount Rushless and saved the world together a couple years back? Good times. Well, we need your help again. I would want to play this game without at least seeing part of the lore in info about the first game, because this game, it's not, I mean, it is very much built on the previous game. You can enjoy the gameplay, you know, without any backstory at all, but you do miss some of the lore and Easter eggs and whatnot, and might be a little bit lost in general if you didn't play the first game. In case you didn't, time travel was a thing. Not that we did, but that a couple other folks did. Well, I suppose for a time now. see, once we thought everything was back to normal, we hopped our Universe Flux Orbiter to go home to 2278. Unfortunately, we were prevented from doing so by an even more cataclysmic event in your very near future. After a brief panic, we knew what we had to do. Travel back to the ancient pacifists. Together, we devised a plan. But when we tried to travel forward to enact it, we ran out of time fuel and dropped in the year 1289. Luckily, there was one building nearby that we knew was still standing in your time, this temple. From here, we could send a message forward to you, our only hope, providing this phone's battery holds true. So, we really can't be in the US then, because I don't think these kinds of temples were built that long ago. There were there were indigenous structures, but this is a very different type of structure. Because, yeah, they did do, like, stone buildings and whatnot. Like, in South America, there's Machu Picchu, and there's several other ziggurat-type things in North America. But this is just so conspicuously, like, Norse-flavored. Wish I had, like, I've been playing a lot of Crime Scene Cleaner lately, and there's a UV light item that you can put down that highlights stuff you have to clean. I kind of wish an equivalent existed in this game so I didn't have to keep using the cleaner sense. Oh well. need you to do is take out the heartstone of the pacifist desert statue, give it a quick 180 flip, and pop it back in again. Couldn't be simpler. You'll know when the time is right. Don't have those stones right now. Oh, and don't worry about us. We love it here in the past. After all that jet setting, it's really nice to stay put somewhere, fourth dimensionally speaking. I mean, I think I would prefer living in a century where we know about the germ theory of medicine and toilet paper exists, but that's just me. I mean, who among us hasn't had a daydream about getting suddenly yeeted back to the past and what would happen? But, like, without dwelling on the terrible things that would actually happen, thinking about what you would actually do. Especially if you were far enough back that what you said would not have any real impact on the modern day. It's a fun thought exercise. One of my other favorite thought exercises is, what kind of cultural difference would it make if everyone could do one free teleport a day? Just one. It can be anywhere that they've been before. Imagine how that would revolutionize the travel industry. You'd still have plenty of flights. Maybe you'd even have more. Because if people could save and just have one-way flights, like on the way to, I feel like more people would be willing to pay it because it's cheaper. You go here, so no. Why do you guys always fall down? You are not well balanced garden gnomes. Okay. Oh, one sec. Oop, that's not it. That was completely the wrong button. Okie doke. Back to it. It's like a teeny version of that, one of the last levels in the previous game. Or was it the last level? The one where you clean the giant temple, and it shoots that, light at the... whatchamacallit? Well, it shoots the light out and it activates the machines that stopped the volcano from erupting. And causing the doomed future that our time-traveling friends came back from to avoid in this timeline. I do enjoy that these guys are competent, but they're not like... And they do seem to be at least partially trained for this, but there's like also a little bit of tourism to what they're doing, and it's just funny. It's a fun contrast. Yeah, where's the dirt that's left on this? Game, I do not see any green. Thank you. Great plan there from Cerulean. Only one problem. Someone's stolen the gems. So clearly Harper knows about the time travel thing. I gotta wonder how many people do. Is it known by like everyone in town or only some of our close friends? Because it is clear that they know that those gems stopped the eruption, but do they know about the time travel thing? I'm super curious. Okay. looks almost like the moon, I guess. Is that the phone? Oh my god. That's my old phone, alright. I recognize that distinct lack of features anywhere. I did not realize I had not finished this. Oh, geez, that's a lot of dirt. Okay. Usually these are the other missions we've done before. Oh, I don't want to switch to free play, but I can't see the old jobs without. Oh yes, I can. Okay. So... what level is this? It looks like a dragon. Unless it's maybe talking about the airship? That could be it. That's the only thing that really meets this, like, look. Okay, so this is all the different animals. What level have we done that has a ton of different animals? Oh, it's the billboard. The two different sides. I love that. At least I assume that's what it is. Okay. What could this be? I mean, it could be the campsite because it is 3 separate things. Could also be separate things, I suppose. I think maybe it's the campsite that, or maybe the thing that looks like a teapot? I'm not sure, I can't tell. Okay, that is... I must have been wrong, because this is probably the airship. This is what I was thinking of for the previous one, by the way. Could also have been the road sweeper. Oh, wait. Was this the rock, or this the rock climbing? I think maybe rock climbing part? It's got, like, divided between purple and tan. Maybe, I don't know. Hey, Sprucey, are you free to come back to the house to wash down my car and trailer? Okay. Are some of these jobs I haven't done yet? It better switch to the screen that's downstairs once we get to it. Okay, there we go. Was fantastic. The way the water hit the wood and all that was amazing. We hope the wash was as illuminating for you as it was for us. Now head forth to fulfill the rest of your prophecy. Okay, we're looking at the, like, giraffe thing. None was really ringing a bell. I can't tell. That said, though, this is actually a good stopping point. Because if I try to do another job now, it's gonna take quite some time. And apart from that, I've been about to start. So I think this might be the best time to wrap this up for tonight. But thank you for joining me. I really appreciate all of you. I'll have my new schedule out tomorrow. Who do you want to say hi to tonight? GK is doing Marvel Rivals. Got AC Native who's doing Heavy Rain, I'm assuming for the memes. Squiggly Elf Danny is doing Just Chattin'. Samhain's doing Resident Evil Revelations. Saria is doing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Speak of the Devil. And Aurora Deity's doing Sonic X Shadow. Night Aerocon, thank you again so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Who have we not said hi to lately? You know what? Why don't we send it to Icy? He's an excellent bead. Always, like, very cheerful. Just a very good guy. And, also, Heavy Rain is a hilarious game. Not always intentionally, but I would still say it's pretty funny. But alright. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, and until we talk again, have a good one. Now, let's go say hi to Icy.